the Research and Development Department Scholars Club, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this special webinar on artificial intelligence in research in the present context and future directions. It is indeed a privilege to connect with such a distinguished gathering from the comfort of our places. Now, it gives me an immense pleasure to invite our Honorable Registrar Sir Dr. A. Ranganath Sir of ICFAI University Tripura to share his insights with us. Sir, over to you.
Good afternoon to everybody. The members who are participating in this program organized by our research wing, the university. And today's distinguished speaker of the session, Dr. Princey Radhadwa, Associate Professor, Dayanand Sagar University, Bangalore, and my colleagues and participants. So the topic which is chosen by our department for this webinar, Artificial Intelligence in Research in the Present Context and Future Directions, is very relevant. So if we want to sustain in this 21st century, obviously, especially those people who are working in higher education, which is a complex area, we have to learn to use this artificial intelligence in different forms. At the same time, everybody are concerned about copyright issue, duplicacy and all. If we learn how to use these tools to identify the right topic, right issue, right methodology, obviously it will be helpful to all of us. So media, sometimes I've seen they're worried about job losses. So such technology, whenever it is available to the society, some jobs may change. I don't think so that people are not going to lose the jobs, and new jobs will be created much. I wish this program should be a great success, and I welcome all the people in this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It is my great privilege to introduce our distinguished speaker for today's session, Dr. Princey Randhawa Ma'am, Associate Professor at Dayanand Sagar University, Bengaluru. She is an eminent researcher and educator with extensive expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and wearable technology. She has made significant contributions to AI-powered solutions in research and industry, including innovative applications in smart garments, healthcare, and robotics. Her work has been widely recognized with numerous awards. She has authored over 20 peer-reviewed journal publications, contributed to international book chapters, and served as a reviewer for several Q1 and Q2 journals. She has also chaired and organized multiple international conferences and special sessions reflecting her standing in the global research community. Today, she will enlighten us by sharing her insights on cutting-edge AI applications and emerging trends. We are truly honored to have her with us. Ma'am, over to you.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So very good evening to all. It's a pleasure for me to give the talk on this platform. And first of all, I want to thank Dhananjay for inviting me here, and Vishali ma'am for the introduction. So already she has given my introductions. I think I directly should start my talk without any delay. So let me just share my screen. Okay, so is it visible? Okay, fine. So I'll start again from here only. So I'm Dr. Princey Randhawa. I'm working here in Dayanand Sagar University as an associate professor in AIML department. But I just want to tell one more thing before I joined this institution just 10 days back. And I was into Manipal University, Jaipur. I worked there in Jaipur for 10 years. So there I was working in the department of mechatronics. So you can see now what the shift which I was into mechatronics, the robotics. Now I came into AIML department. So you can see this now. AIML department is not only in like computer science department, but on the core faculty also can do research into this AIML. So main the thing which why I'm here is how you can you do research ethically using AI. So that I will be talking about, and also what kind of tools you can use, and how you can use without any plagiarism that registrar sir has discussed, because that is the main concern right now, the copyright issues and all. So we will be discussing all those things in my upcoming slides. So am I audible, no, everyone? Okay, fine. So let me start like what I'll be discussing. So these are my contents. You will see just questions. It's not the content, just questions you can see. So I'll be answering those questions only. So I'll talk about how and what to think as a researcher, how to learn anything, because you all from academicians, even students, mostly students are watching this webinar. So you should know how to learn anything, how to read a research article, because for writing a research article, whether you are using AI or whatever, so first how to read a research article, that is important. How to write a research article. So without before writing anything, first you should have a thorough how to choose the topic, because many times students they ask, okay ma'am, I have to write a paper, but I don't know on which topic I should write. So that also we'll see how to choose the topic, how to construct a research topic, and what is the structure to follow, right structure to follow this writing a paper, and how to choose which article is important, because you can see there are numerous number of articles out there. How will you choose which one is relevant for your study? So that we will be talking about, and how to create an engaging cover letters. If you are if you are submitting any articles, of course for good journals you have to write a cover letter. So how to create that, it should be engaging one. And then the performance evaluators for the research, because that is very very important in terms of journals, also in terms of researchers. So where you can have your account, so that your research should be visible to everyone. So I will discuss about that also. And finally, what are the platform where you can showcase your research thing. So these are the topics which I'll be talking about. So before starting this, I'll just like few lines, like what is research. So you can see it's a combination of re plus search. So research is all about the questions you are asking, the answers you are getting. That is, we call it as a research. It's not like before, like it was just like when we are working in a lab or some experimental work is doing. So we were thinking they are only doing some research, but it's not that research. It's a way of thinking, looking at the things in the world. So when we don't understand it, so we do research to solve the problems. So how you solve the problems? When you think like a question, when you ask yourself, right, what kind of problems we are having in the world, so then you can think about this research and all. So it's about your facts, critical thinking, answers to your questions, your solutions to the problem. Now we'll back to that the content which I was talking about, how and what to think as a researcher. So let's pause for some time and ask ourselves, like in the previous slide also I told you, how and what we should think as a researcher, right? So think about the last time when you ask yourself a question, right? Have you asked these simple questions to yourself? Why this sky is blue? Why we have different seasons? Why how we are breathing, right? How does your internet actually works? So have you asked these kind of questions? If yes, so it means you are on that right track. So you have already taken your first step in this world of research. So this, you can see there is one quote which is written by this Einstein. That is, the important thing is not to stop questioning. It's a curiosity has its own reason for existing. So from there, your research starts. Now, how to learn anything? So there is one technique like which I always tell to my students also when I'm explaining anything, any topic to my students. Like there is a Feynman technique that was given by a physician, that was Feynman. So Richard Feynman. So in that he talk about three things, three steps actually. So select and understand the concept. So any topic when you are explaining to the students, so first pick something which you want to learn actually deeply, right? So then second is teach it in simple terms. So explain that topic into to someone, like even to yourself, like as if you are teaching a kid, right? So nowadays we have a chat gpt also, so you can ask these kind of questions to chat gpt, like if I want to explain this concept to my students, so explain me this in this kind of some scenario, so that everyone can explain in layman terms. So that is your second techniques, and definitely you will not forget that concept ever. So that is the second step. And then third step is assess and simplify further. If you feel, if you feel still like it's a confusing, then go back and restudy, and then make it even more simpler with some example. So that is the technique which we must follow when we are learning anything. Now, see, I'm going little fast because my ultimate goal is to show some tools and all. So that is why I'm just going through fast about this few topics. Now, how to read a research article? That is, we don't go jump into some writing first. We have to read, right? There is some technique to read the article also. So first, read with three lenses. That is your critical. It means you have to like find out what is the weakness in that paper, what that paper is trying to find out. So that is the thing. Then another is your creative. What new that paper has done it, or is there any something discovery they have done? So that is your creative. And third is your comparative, like how does this studies compare to other studies? So that from these perspective you have to start reading those papers. So write down what is the critical thing, what is the creative thing, what is the comparative. So in that using these three steps, you can start reading your research article. And there is 5 checks which I have explained here about the category, your context, your contribution, and correctness and clarity. So it means your what kind of paper is this? Is this a review paper? Is this experimental paper? Is this a case study? So first see that. Then second is the context, means what problem that is talking about, whether it's talking about some agriculture or maybe some health or maybe some other issues they are discussing. So just see like what context they are talking about. And then the contribution, same like your creative, what is new here? Is there any new discovery, new technique, new algorithm? So check that contribution. And next is your correctness. Does it the study which they are showing, whether is it trustworthy? Like if they have done some experimental work, so like they have taken enough samples? Is the data clear? So these kind of questions you should ask when you're reading a research article. Then lastly is the clarity. Like is it easy to follow that paper? All your the tables, the figures, or the writing style, whatever the author has used, whether it is simple or like making you confused. So these things you should be in your mind when you are reading an article. So I have put everything in this. You can see the micro worksheet when you are reading a paper. So these points should be answered when you are reading. So what is the problem? What is the claim actually they are assuming, or hypothesis they are using in their study? and what method they are using in that study, that we call it as a methodology, and about the result in 1 or 2 lines, and what is the limitation of that paper, and how could I reuse it. So how it will be helpful for my study if I am conducting the same study. And last is your action. So if you can skip it, or you can cite it, or you can try to reproduce, which I told you in the previous slide. If same thing I have to reproduce. So that is a worksheet. Now I'll come to the each section of your paper. When you're reading a paper, what kind of questions you should ask. Suppose if I'm starting, because you all know each and every paper there'll be some sections, like your you will have your abstract, you will have your introduction, methodology, then results, discussion, conclusion. So you can see these sections in each and every paper. So once you are reading, try to answer these questions which I have written here, like in the first introduction. So when I'm reading the introduction, you can ask, what is this study about? Why they are doing this research? What do they want to find out from this research? And what your researchers think they will discover. So it's the same thing. So these are the questions you can ask in the introduction. And when I'm reading this methodology part, in this you can ask and you can note it down. How did they do the study? Who took part in this study? What tools they have used? What software they have used when they were doing this study, or maybe some experimental work, and the method which they use, whether they are the fair methods, whether they have taken enough samples, enough study they have done. So these kind of questions you can ask when you are reading this methodology part. Then finally we have this result section. So in the result sections, I can ask what did they find from the this result? Are the findings or they are claiming whether it is reliable, and which results are important? Are your graphs, everything is clear? So and which findings are statistically important? All these studies are valid. So these kind of questions you can write it down in your results when you are reading this result section. And finally, the discussion part. And most of the times many students and they ask me, because they got confused with the discussion part, what to write in this discussion, because everything is written in methodology and result. So in this discussion you can talk about do these results which I am explaining here really answer my questions, the research question which I am claiming. So that you need to talk about here in discussion part. And how your authors explain all your gaps using that this statement, your problem statement, your hypothesis, and do they compare with the other studies also? So, and what are the strength and limitation? So that you can explain in your discussion part in one paragraph, your 7 to 8 lines you can use for this this discussion thing. Then your conclusion. In your conclusion, you can ask, what are the final takeaway from this paper? Are these like whatever I am claiming, are they logical? Can these results will be useful, or is there any something which I have not answered? So like all these things you can tell in your conclusion thing. And finally your references. So when I check the references, I ask only these three simple things: whether it is in correct format, are they written in the right style, whether it's a APA style, it's a Chicago style, or it's a IEEE style. So accordingly you have to see all the references. And next the correctness, that is your all my citation details, whatever I'm giving, like name, year, title, or my page number, whether it is correct. And also make sure all your sources, whatever you are claiming in the text, that should come in your references. Okay, so now now I have read the article. I have written all the questions which are questions and answers also for my particular study. Now we should actually, before starting, we should have some prerequisite, like starting your research. Like you should have at least 10 good journalists and 10 conference paper of your that particular area, and then 10 prominent researcher also, like on that particular topic, who all prominent researchers are researching on that topic, and who are the highly cited researchers. You have that list also, and then 10 global researchers and 10 books of your research area. And I'm starting my paper. So ask this question before writing. Have you read at least 50 research paper of your area? I'm not asking read full paper, because now in the era of AI, it's very easy to read all these articles in hardly 1 week, 50 research papers. So just ask these questions first before writing a paper. Now we'll start how to formulate a research topic. So you can see here, these are the three terms which I have highlighted. First is the identification. So first pick something which interests you and easy to study also, and ask this thing in your mind whether this topic is clear to you, whether it is important for the social, is it solving any real time problem. So first identify these kind of things, then you choose the topic. Then second is your generating, that is come up with some possible research topics, use some logical thinking to choose that ideas, and whether it is making some sense and all. Then finally is your turning. So it means, you can see here I have used one technique here, SMART approach. Basically, SMART means S is a specific. It means make your goal clear, specific. It should be focused. Suppose I am doing research in AI/ML in healthcare. It should not be a broad topic. You have to be specific. In healthcare, on which area you are working, whether it's chronic kidney disease, whether it's some other particular disease, or maybe anything. You have to be specific, goal oriented. Then second is your M is your measurable. It means you should be able to track your progress. It should not be like I have started my research, like if anyone is doing PhD, so you should have some timeline, some guideline, right? So that you can track your progress. Okay, every 6 months I have you can track your thing, where I have reached in my research. Then third is your A, that is your achievable. So whatever objectives you are framing, so you have to see whether I'll be able to accomplish those objectives in that with whatever the resources you have in your college, or maybe on the time which you have, which you have set for your research. So you have to see that whether it's achievable. Then R is your relevant. So you should have this goal also, whether your research will it will help, it will answer your some research problem, whether it will solve any real kind of problem. And then lastly is your time bound. So of course, that is your time bound. That is, you have to set a deadline. So this you have to keep in mind these three techniques: identification, generating, and turning. Then next is characteristics of a good research topic. So now first is your capability. So when actually I'm doing some research, so you can see, you can first ask this, like, can I actually do this research? Like, will I able to do this research on this particular topic, whether I have that particular skills which is required for that particular topic. Then second is appropriateness, means is it worth. So pick something, that will matter not only for you, maybe for others also. Maybe it should solve some social problem, it solves some nation problem. So you can think in that terms. Then third is your relevance. So same way, will this topic be useful or for real world problems for any other stakeholders or maybe any other person? So then you can choose this topic. So you can see I have given example here because I was from mechatronics. So I have given this robotic example: mobile robots that transform into a helicopter and does aerial acrobatics. So you can see here I've specified the topic. Robotics is a very vast field. So in that also I have specified the mobile robots, and mobile robots inside also, like, okay, does this do aerial acrobatics? So you have to specify. I'll give you one more example here, how you can, from your research idea, how you can convert into research question and research objective. Suppose I want to do some research in machine learning. This is my topic. So what will be your research question? First, we will ask, what are the different applications of AML? Maybe some of you will be from electronics background, some will be from psychology, law, and all. So first, you have to see what are the different application of ML, whether it will be applicable to my field, and how that ML can be used in different applications. So that will be your research question. Then what will be the research objective? So that is your different algorithms and techniques which can be used in that particular applications, which I was talking about, from whatever you are from, whatever field. So you can see whether the technique or algorithms can be used in that particular application and its effectiveness and its accuracy also. So with this, you will get the research objective. Now, what is the flow of your research process? So in this, I'll just go through this fast. So first you have to choose the topic, which I already told you how to choose a research topic, then about the problem statement, also about the question and objective. And of course, you have to review existing literatures if you are doing some research. So you have to read at least 50 papers. So I will give you the techniques, how to read those papers and all using the tool. And then finally, you will see after reading formulation of hypothesis and what are the research gaps. This is the most important thing. So what are the gaps you found out from those literature review? So from the research gap only you can find out you will get the problem statement. So again, you will back to the reverse step. So then finally you got the research objective, research problem statement, then collection of the data. So that is, if you are not from computer science background, you are not using any repository, so you will use this primary and secondary data. Maybe you will do some survey, maybe you will collect real-time data. So then finally your data analysis and data interpretation. So for every, you can see for every step I will tell you the tool. So that is why I am explaining this, all these blocks. So for data analysis and interpretation, you have to do, we have different again tools. And then the most important thing which we see in the each article, that is the presentation of results. Because I have seen many people, they have done very, very good research, but they don't know how to write a paper, how to present their results. And I've seen those people also that they have not done much research, not good results also, but the presentation was very good. So they will be able to publish in high quartile papers and high journal, highly cited papers, journals and all. So that also we will see how to do it. Now, second is your, you can see here, there are like many databases, which you can see here. We have IEEE Explore, Scopus, Springer, Mendeley, if you have heard about this, PubMed, ResearchGate, Science Direct, Web of Science. And at last, you can see there is, I'm sure you have not heard about this engine, that is your Harzing. We call it as publish or perish. So whatever I've showed you above, that you can see here in this one, all in one. So that is your Harzing. So in that you will get Scopus also, you can see ResearchGate also, Semantic Scholar, elsewhere, everything you can get in this Harzing. You don't have to go to particular website. Now, next is your deciding the type of article. So before writing any research paper, you will first ask whether you're writing a new journal paper or whether you're writing a review paper or writing some methodology or some tutorial or maybe some book chapter or case studies. So accordingly, you will do that literature review. So I will not go into the detail of this. So maybe next time, if again Dhananjay sir call me, then I will explain about the each articles, like what we can actually discuss in each these type of articles. Then before starting any paper, there are some key terms which you should actually know, which I'll be talking about later also. So we'll see that in the my upcoming slides. Now, what is the comparison between your research paper and your review paper? So in this, you can see in your research paper that is some new experimental work you are doing, some kind of new analysis, some kind. If you are getting some new thing you are doing, that is we call it as a review paper. Sorry, research paper. And review is whatever the papers are available on that particular research. Like suppose there are some papers, there is some review paper, right? So like you read 10 papers, and instead of now what is the actually importance of this review paper? If someone is reading 10 papers, that person doesn't have to read all the 10 review papers. If they read your paper, they will understand. So that is the importance of your review paper. So these are the contents when we are writing a paper, like abstract, introduction, and research paper, and you can see in the review paper what all sections should be there. Then if I'll talk about what is this research paper, this I already discussed. Of course, something original resource should be there from the primary source, some problem statement should be based on some experimental work, some kind of analysis or some kind of improvement that should be there in this your research paper. Now, the structure of your manuscript, this I have already discussed, like what kind of question you should ask from each section. So we also call it as a IMRAT structure. So, so these sections should always be there: your introduction, method, results, and discussion. So this I have already discussed. So now, next is your title. How we can select the title of your paper? So of course, it should not be very lengthy. Also, it should not be very small. So it you can say it should comprise of like 8 to 10 words, not more than that, and it should convey the main topics of your and highlight whatever you are showing. It should show the importance of your research, and avoid more preposition. Like I've seen many paper in, at, the, and all. We should not use this prepositions in your title. You should make it little short. Then abstract. In abstract, it is say you can say it's a gateway to the manuscript, because if I am also getting some papers for review, I will not first read the full paper. I will read the abstract. So from the abstract, if I am not liking, I will directly reject the paper. So that is your gateway. So what your abstract should consist of? It should consist of your problem, your method, your result, your conclusion in a single paragraph. If you are claiming something, okay, your method is more accurate, some quantitative result is there, maybe 99% accuracy, and you are using some tool, so that should mention in the abstract, and it should not be more than 200 words. So I have written here, it should cover all purpose, design, methodology, approach, findings, everything in your abstract. Now the keywords. That is also, I have seen many papers, they are using 10 keywords. So it's according to the journal where you are submitting. So some ask their keywords only, because you just have to add whether in that journal they have those keywords on the research which you are doing. So you have to select those keywords, or if not there, like use those keywords that are normally one word. So it's not like, okay, like there should not be some preposition or AI, or maybe AI and healthcare. You don't have to write in and all. So you can just write AI, machine learning, healthcare. It should be like this, like a one word. So follow journal guidelines when selecting the keywords. So introduction part I have already explained. Even this also methods, results also, discussion and conclusion. Okay, now figures. Figures, of course, it should be high quality figures. You should present, and tables also. There is one more thing. If you are if you are giving a figure, so your caption should come down. If you are giving a table, your caption should come up. So that is your the template of any journal. So figures include your scale bars, your schematic figures, your data plots, your units also. It's not like an axis, everything. It should be clear. Now, there is one technique which I wanted to tell there is one leap approach when you are writing some research paper. I have read somewhere this approach, leap approach, what actually talks about. That is, L is your layout the facts. So first, before writing a paper, so first put all your tables, your figures first. So and caption per and caption also per figure, what, where, when, about that you have to, and how you measured. So tell about those figures using these terms, what, where, when, and how measured, and write short result sentences also. So that is the first L, layout the facts. Then after that, explain the results, what do they mean, why, and so what, how do they compare to the past studies, limits, limitations, and all. So that is your explain your results, and then advertise the research. So it means your it should be whatever you are claiming, start with some specific, your title, everything should, what if it's a new specific, that in your title. Don't avoid jargons, avoid any other thing, just be specific in everything in your title. And I have told you about in the abstract also, everything is in the abstract. So you have to mention your problem, method, if there is a novel technique, mention that, how much, if it's a accuracy thing you are showing, mention that, how much your this algorithm is accurate. So present the quantified result, not in the quality, maybe general terms. So quantify everything. So then for finally is your preparation for submission. So before, choose the journal, I'll be talking about how to choose the journal. There is some criteria, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and how to respond to the reviewers. And I'll also be discussing about the cover letter, how to write the cover letter, how to present the figures. So that is the preparation you have to do before the submission. So that is the LEAP approach. Yeah, the same slide which I was wanted to discuss about. These are the performance evaluators for researchers. So you should know all these things. Being a researcher, what is the impact factor? So when we think of where to publish, you should know about the impact factor, about the journal. So it will tell you the average of that particular journal, what is the how much time it was, how many times it was cited in 2 years. So that is your impact factor. So how they calculate this impact factor. So that is the average citation in 2 years. Then we see the quartiles, that is Q1 journal, Q2. Of course, Q1 is better. It comes to top 25. So it is divided into 4, like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So accordingly, you can select if it's if your journal has that strength, you are presenting something new, you can try for Q1 journal, then or maybe Q2 or Q3. Then we have this eigenfactor score. So in this, we are not just looking the number of citations, but also who is citing. That is also important, whether that citation is from the top journal counts or maybe from less known journals. So that your eigenfactor score tells you. Then we have your CITE score, that is your average citation in 3 years that we see in Scopus. And then we have your H index, that is in H index, it will tell you the productivity of your researcher, that it combines both quantity and the quality of your paper. Like suppose your H index is 10. So it means my 10 paper has cited at least 10 times. So that is why your H index is 10. So that is also very important. If you seeing if you are reading any research articles, how to choose that research article. So you see the H index also of that particular researcher. Then SGR, that is your, we call it as a SCI, MAGO, and SNP. That is your SNP means your source normalized impact per factor. So that is it's a new metrics actually, which will tell you about the global reputation, about the I mean, it's in different fields. Suppose if I'm talking about the healthcare, so there are particular journals which is only on the healthcare, but there are many journals like multidisciplinary, right? So they are into different fields. Of course, their normalized impact factor will be less. So if you have a healthcare paper, so then submit into some healthcare journal only. So that is your impact factor will affect. Then finally is your alt metrics, which will you can that is according to your like whatever like I mean it measures your online attention. So how much your paper, your maybe your journal is talking about in your news, maybe some online social media or maybe some blogs and all. So then from there they can they calculate this alt metrics. Now, how to create an engaging cover letter? We read the article, we written the article. Now we have to submit. How to create that engaging cover letter? So first is your start with the bang. So when you are writing an editor, remember that your cover letter is the first impression. So start with the strong lines. What your paper is all about, why it matters, why you are submitting this paper to this journal, and also mention the title and the type of the article, if it's a research, review, or case study. And then highlight the heart of your research. Tell them your main research question and your most like whatever you have found from that research. So tell about that findings and all. So that is you highlight your heart. Then next is your match the journal scope. So it will show that your journal is fit for their journal. I mean, the research paper which I have written, it fits to their journal. Explain how it connects to journal aim and why it is unique, so that you can talk about it, and also show how you are part of the community. If you have read or cited paper from this journal, so you have to tell that okay. So already you have read so many papers from this journal, so it actually matches, it connects to this journal, and or you can they should know the field and respect they should actually know the field and respect the journal. You should respect the journal and all. And then finally your proofreading before you are sending, that is just finally make sure that there are no grammatical mistakes, and it should be clean and your professional too. Then this I have already discussed about the performance evaluator. That was for the journal, and this is for the actually researchers. The number of citations, like this, I think most of you know how many times your work was used in your research paper. That is the number of citations. H index I have already told you. Then we have your I10 index. It means how many paper got at least 10 citations. Then we calculate the I10 index. Alt metrics I already told you. Then we have this field weighted citation impact. That is your you compare your I mean how influential your work is. You can do comparison, you compare your impact with the world average in your field. So it means if your FWCI is 1.5, it means your papers are cited 50% more than average. So that is your FWCI. Then finally is your collaboration index, then research grants and all, and academic recognition. So these are the tools which we mostly use for the reference. I'll be talking about the research AI tools also. So when I was doing my research, my PhD, I was using Mendeley. So those who are PhD students, they must be using from one of these tools in their this referencing part and all, managing your references. So if I get time, I'll come to the Mendeley, but before that, I'll go to the tools actually. So for research paper writing to, not AI tool, this is just first tool. So we have your MS Word, we have your LaTeX, then we have your Dropbox paper, OpenOffice, Scrivener, and if you are writing some book, you have your this Scrivener, Google Docs, or LibreOffice. Now, another thing is your review paper. Actually, I will not go into detail of this, what is review paper and the types of review paper, because it's if I'll go into this, it will take actually 10-15 minutes. What is this types of review paper? If you are writing a review paper, so there are different types. What kind of review paper? It's a critical, you have your narrative, you have SLR, for each and every review there is a technique of writing a review paper. So I will not talk about that. Bibliometric, state of art, scoping, and review of review umbrella reviews. Now everything is done, so you should have this kind of documentation when you have start writing a paper, like what reference I am using, which paper I have read, what is the title of the paper, journal name, what objective, how many samples they have taken, which tools they have used, what was the key findings, what is the research gap, what are the keywords they have used. So like this you can create a Excel sheet. So this is the SLR. Again, it comes to that review paper only. Maybe sometimes I'll discuss only about the systematic literature review. So I will skip this part. Then another way how to do it, bibliometric mapping. That is basically we mostly use. Suppose you are doing some research in some, like you can say it's a COVID-19 paper. So this paper is connected with all what all papers is connected to this paper, so that we call it as a bibliometric analysis. Like you can see that country wise also, author wise also, institution wise also, and year wise. So in that I've used this WAS viewer tool. So again, this is like you can see in terms of your network visualization, overlay visualization, density. So I will now this is the actually I'll talk about little bit about now tools. So this is the lit map. You must have heard about this actually lit map. It's the same like a WASWare only, which will tell you the like connected papers to that particular seed paper which you are looking for. So it will quickly find important papers, and you will get the alert also using this tool if there is any new research is going, new research in your field, and also how the paper are connected with the visual maps which you have seen here, right? So this is also one tool, WASWare. So you can see how that particular keyword is connected to other paper, so that you can, when you are doing some bibliometric analysis, then this graph and all is important. Then so you can see this is a lit map. You can see how your there are special features you can see here, how you can monitor and will notify also when there is any new papers become available that are highly relevant to your collection. So you can have that library, and then you can check according to this, using this tool. Then we have another tool, that is your size space. I will give you a demo also. So whatever tool you are seeing here, that everything you will get in one tool. For that tool I will give a demo. So now this size space, that is size space, you all know, that is for writing papers together. And also in size space, you can ask questions from the PDF. And also we can use for the citation management and finding relevant papers. If you want to some formatting also, then you can use this size space. Now what is the comparison? See, every tool can do all those features. See, same WASWare also, connected paper also there is one tool, Research Rabbit also there is one tool, Lit Map is also. So you can see the comparison, like what all features they have. Like some are very costly also, some are free. So according to your need, you can see, like if you want a free tool, you can use WASWare or Research Rabbit, because both will give the same thing. If you want to see the connected papers and all, if you want to its usability, if you want to if I'm talk about the speed and all, of course it's less speed is for WASWare, but it's free. So according to your usage, you can use those tools for this writing a paper, or for writing a bibliometric analysis. Now for tools for plagiarism checker, so there are you can see n number of tools also. Like one is your Copyscape plagiarism checker, that is a free tool. Actually that is not free totally, that's a limit, some Actually, there are like, okay, in a month, how many times you can actually use that is there. So in that, you can use this plagiarism checking tool. Then we have black scan tool. So I have written all the features and cons of that particular tool. I'll be sharing the PPT also, so you can find out the features and their drawbacks. Then we have your Grammarly also have that feature for plagiarism checking. Then we have your QText, Unicheck, and no. Okay, now we'll come to this workflow integration, right from writing to till your data analysis, which kind of tools you'll be using. So of course, initial research, you will be using some search engines and repositories, which I have explained earlier, what kind of search engines you will be using for finding out your papers. Then for literature review, we have your lit maps, research rapid, connected papers, and copilot. For data collection, we have your survey monkey. Then for writing drafts, you have your Jasper, your Grammarly, and for citation, we have your Zotero, Mendeley, and EndNote. And for data analysis, we have your RStudio, Python, SPSS, and for visuals, we have Tableau, Power BI. We have your this Canva also. Now we will talk about the AI tools. That was like the previous one which we were using. Now we have tools for everything. So now if you want to do AI tools for literature review, so these are the tools which you can see here. We have your Scholarcy, we have Petal AI, we have Word Hero, we have Shiny, Wasware, RStudio, Zotero, and Answer This. So I will be giving the demo for Answer This tool, which you can see everything in one tool. I'll be talking about, I'll be giving the demo for that. Now, these are the free research paper downloadable, loadable sites for, you can see it's for general research. These are the sites for multidisciplinary. These are the sites for if anyone working in your medical and if anyone from law. So these are the free where you can database, you can download papers freely. So now these are the best AI tools which I have actually used so far. So you can take a picture also. You can actually for each and everything you will get in using these tools only. So if I'll talk about literature survey, so for literature survey you have this Jenny, your PaperPal, your Logically app. So if you want to choose a research topic, if you want to filter your relevant research paper, if you want to getting an answer to our questions, if you want to do some comparative analysis, if you want to access free papers immediately, if you want to manage all literature efficiently, so then you can use Jenny, PaperPal, and your Logically app. Now another thing is, okay, now we have done the literature review, but after when we are doing literature survey, we are not understanding many actually equations, the language, the technical language. Then what we will do to understand the papers? We have this again Jenny, we have your Unriddle, we have your PaperPal, we have your again Logically this app, so that you can you can use these tools for understanding papers. So okay, next is your now we have read the paper, we have understood also. Now we have to do some kind of analysis, data analysis. Of course, if you anyone from computer science, they'll be using Python, they will be using MATLAB. So there are many there are n number of tools for graphs, charts, and all. But using AI tool, there is one tool, Julius. So I will be showing that also, one example. That is the most important tool for using any kind of analysis. If you're doing some statistical analysis, everything you will get in this Julius using. Now you have to write. Everything is done. Now you have to write. How to write? You don't have patience to write, right? So for that we have tool this Jenny. We have your PaperPal. We have this Yomu AI. So actually, I just want to tell one more thing. There is a unique feature in your Unriddle which is not in other tools. So we have this Unriddle, like comparison of all the papers, right? So you will upload all the papers which you have downloaded for your particular research. Then you can ask, okay, which is the best paper which is showing more than 95% accuracy for this particular application. So it will give you, it will do all the comparison. So that is your unreadable. Then if you want to now do some this citations and all, then we have your Sourcely and your Yomo AI and Logical AI. So basically, what actually unique feature in your Sourcely is that it gives you the when you give the entire paper, if you forget to cite something, so it will help you where to insert the citation actually. So that is the unique feature you can see in this Sourcely tool. Then we have, for me, most important thing is your plagiarism and submission. So for plagiarism and your submission, we have everything in one tool, that is your PaperPal. So that will check your plagiarism, your AI, and also if you are submitting any paper to any journal, so it will tell you whether you are qualified all those criterias before submitting any journal, that you can see in your PaperPal. So these are the best AI tools. So now I'll come back to this. Where does your research stand? I want to show you something. I'll just take 15 more minutes. That is, I'll just show you this link. So if you want to show percentage of your papers in your Q1, Q2, Q3, you want to see, if you want to see like which paper is Q1, which paper is Q2, you can't go to Scopus and check for each journal, right? So then, because we don't have that much of patience, so then you can just copy this, and I'll just go to my Google. You just copy that and download into add that into your Chrome. So if I'll go to my Google Scholar, so you can see my profile. So you can see now my citations, my H index and I-10 index. So H index is 12. It means there are 12 papers which has been cited 12 times. I-10 index means at least there were 14 papers which were cited more than 10 times. So you see, this is the feature. You can see here, journal ranking. So there are, you can see Q1, I have 11 articles, Q2 5, Q3 9, Q4 5. And I'm sure none of you know about this feature, that excitation, that you can just add to that Chrome. You will get to know about all these journals. So as you can see here, you will get this HGR score which I was talking about, which one is Q2, which one is Q1 and all. So accordingly, you can download those papers. If I'll go to the Google Scholar also, suppose think internet issue. Okay. Okay. So you can see when I have typed here artificial intelligence in healthcare, you can see which one is Q1. So accordingly, NA means it's some conference paper. So that is why it is showing NA. There is no quartile of that paper, or maybe it is non-scopus. So you can just download those paper which is Q1. So you will, so now like from this you will be able to tell like how to select the journals, right? So this is your feature you can see here which I was talking about. You just have to check this link and just add to that Chrome. So that is the one thing. Now I'll come back to that answer this tool, which whatever tools I have told you, everything you can see here in one tool now. So that is your answer this. So this is the tool which I was talking about. First, I'll tell you what all features they have.
Webinar tha
Yeah. So if
AI tools in research.
Okay, so everyone actually can check. This is answerthis.io. So this is the window when I'll just log into this. So first is this is a you can see here prompt helper. Also, if you want to perform some quantitative analysis, if you want to do ask questions from PDFs, if you want to identify gaps, if you want to generate a research proposal, if you want to generate research topics, so accordingly you can use that. Suppose I want to identify the gaps in literature review. So like I can say artificial intelligence in renewable energy. I'm just taking an example. So it will create Okay, before that, I just want to show one more feature, what all actually it's there. So if I by default it's auto. If you want a deep research, so you will click onto this full review, or if you want a quick, so you can use a quick Q&A. And also there is you can have this sources also, where you can upload papers also, if you have downloaded papers from internet, from library. And there is more filters actually. If you want okay, that particular paper should have minimum at least 40 or 50 citations, that you can actually add filter here. If you want choose databases, like whether you want data from Semantic, PubMed, Archive, accordingly you can select the filter. Then also if you want patents, you can accordingly select that. Library, and journal also, if you want only Q1 journals, Q2, Q3, Q4. And also you can customize your date, like I want only latest 5 years papers. You can mention the start and end date also, then you can submit. So once, like, it takes because it's auto, so maybe it will generate fast. If it's deep review, it will take like 15 to 30 seconds. So until it generates a result, I'll show you few things more here. So you can see here AI writer also here, so like which I was talking about, Jenny and all, PaperPal. So you can use this tool, AI writer. You can use citation map, like I was showing, was viewer, right? Connected papers. You can, the unique feature actually, so you can create the diagrams also, flowcharts also using this. And then tools. In tools you can see naturalizer. Suppose you are like everyone, it should not be AI generated, so you can use this naturalizer also. You can find research gap, AI essay writer. Paraphraser tool is also there. You don't have to use Quillbot or Grammarly. AI phraser tool is also there. And then there is one more thing, is empathy tool. Empathy tool means, like, suppose you have written something paper and you want to summarize that paper into something like your layman terms. You want to understand that paper easily. You can use this empathy tool also. Essay writer. So everything you can see here, titles. So for every research analysis also same thing. You have AI phraser tool for. Okay, now I'll just check the result. Okay, so this is the I have already generated for. I have used a citation map which you were seeing in the WAS viewer. So you can see this is again AI and renewable energy. So you can see here AI and renewable energy, what all papers are there using this, and how they are connected. So if I'll go to this, you will get that particular journal. Which one is? No, this is actually AI in kidney disease detection. So this is the actually the seed paper which I took. I have actually given a link of this paper. So this will tell you what all papers is related to this paper. So if I just click onto this, you will get that paper, and you can just save into your library, or you can also set that as a origin. Before, my origin was this. Now if I'll make this as a origin, you can see it. This will it will change my your this tool. So there is one more thing actually here in this. Which I wanted to show. Okay, you can actually define also how many papers you want, whether to want 20, 50 or 100. So if you want to use this figure in your research paper, then 20 is enough. So that is your this feature you have in this. Okay, now I'll go to this again, your which I was talking. See, now you can see what this is the AI writer. This is AI writer feature. Like I have written just AI and renewable energy. So then I've used this AI edit. So you can see how many sections you want. First full outline, like outline to the answer. AI generate outline. Like you want number of headings, how many headings, subheadings you can define here, and it will generate the content. You can see here how many words, everything you can mention. I just mentioned this AI and renewable energy system. So you can customize also your this writing. So that is about the AI writer. So now I'll go to the result. Okay, now it is still. I changed the tab actually. See, so now this is the research gap. So I identify gaps in literature review to artificial intelligence and renewable. So you can see here, you need each paper, you can see the gap. So they have shown challenging in modeling complexity renewable energy system. So you see that citation also they have done. And yeah, most important thing, if you use ChatGPT, they are the fake citation. You have to recheck and you have to verify. But here you will get 100% accuracy. You can validate also. You will get the accurate citations they are referencing here. See, this is the gaps you can see here. So if you want to see that particular paper, you can see here also. If the PDF is available for that paper, you can recheck those paper. If not, you can just click onto this. I want only PDF which is available, that will be generated. So you can change the citation thing also. Like we have like many citation styles. So you can mention that also. AP, MLA, IEEE, every kind of, it is like more than 20 citation styles are there. And I was talking about the bibliometric analysis, that also you can do. See, bibliometric, this is like which we can only see in your Scopus. So when you are doing some bibliometric analysis like your review paper, so you can see publication by year, citation by year, combined publication and citations, citation impact, cloud word, this word cloud, top term, top authors, authors impact. So everything is, like in the starting, like I told you, right, about the prerequisite slide and all, you should know about the top authors of your research. So you will get here from this tool. So this is about the bibliometric analysis. And also now I'll tell you about the diagram. You can see here, if I'll type whatever diagram you want, you can just processing in machine learning. So it is still in construction. You can see it's written graphs. Graphs is coming soon. Now only these are the diagrams, they are available. Process, flow, structure, planning, analysis, charts, everything is there. Graphs are not there, but soon they will have this feature also. So until it generates, I will show you one more thing. Okay, gap I have already told you. So you can have library also. And okay, now new query. So there is new query. Whatever question you want to ask, you can ask question also directly. So it will give you the answer. So now if you have a pro version, like if you are buying this tool, it will be more advanced and more accurate. So it is again generating. Okay, until I get this diagram, I'll show you now Julius, which I was talking about, data analysis. I have already, just to save time, I have already done this analysis. See, this is like I have given a data set. This was a data set I have given, like a phone usage in some CSV file I have given. So now I just told give the insight of the data set. I just want to know about the data set, right? So it's just a small data set. You can give a very big data set also, but for that you need to buy this tool. For free, it's for small data set, it's fine. So it's actually in your Julius, it's already embedded. Your Python, all your Python, your C, everything is embedded here. See, this is my data set it is giving. Now I just want to see my graphs. You just have to give query and you will see this is the distribution. I got the graph. So you can just download and use in the paper. Distribution of age, distribution of screen time, and the primary usage of like where they are, for what they are using this mobile phone, screen time versus data usage. So if I'll ask from that what is the frequency in the plot, so it will tell you this age, frequency, screen time, everything. So if you want to do some ANOVA testing, statistical analysis, you will ask this type of question. I ask this question, state-wise frequency of phone usage. So it will give you that data also. So can you apply ANOVA test in the data set? See, so it is giving this F-status. So you don't have to use that SPSS, Tableau, Power BI, okay, for the dashboard. But you will get all the statistical analysis using this tool, p-value I'm getting. So for that data analysis, you can use, and you can ask this question also. If you're getting this graph, give me the interpretation of that graph. So it will give you everything. So that was about the data analysis. It is taking time. Okay, so this was all about AI research, AI in research. So thank you for listening. If you have any doubts, you can follow me here, because actually every day I am posting something on my this LinkedIn. So you can check. Actually today I couldn't post it because I was a little busy. So you can see here, like whatever I've explained you, everything here, like what is the research gap and its types, how to write the introduction of your research paper, paragraph 5. So everything you can get here in my this LinkedIn. So you can see here your guide to a strong literature review, tips and tricks for writing a winning research paper, then basic tips to start with research, how to make a paper presentation, poster presentation. See this leap approach which I was talking about. That also explain few statistical terms which you can use. Then this was the answer. This actually I was giving a demo. Paper rejection not anymore. Like why we get rejections. What is the joy of writing a paper? Types of data set for every data scientist. How to choose the right topic for your systematic. So you will get everything when you go through my profile. So I actually encourage everyone to follow me here in LinkedIn. So you will get to know more details. If anything new, any tool is coming, so I'll be talking about that also. So you can see here right now I have only 14,000 followers. So you can also can follow me. So this was now you can see this diagram flow chart. So you will get the flow chart that you can directly use in your papers. Similarly, state diagram, if it's class diagram, everything Gantt chart, everything you can use in this using this tool. So you don't have to go buy a particular tool. Better buy this tool. That's it. So that was all about from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask. But one thing actually more, I want your feedback on this answer this tool. Actually, I am I have a collaboration with this answer this. I'm a brand ambassador of like for them. So you must be thinking that is why I've told you this tool. But I keep giving the feedback to them. Okay, what all features we can add to this tool. So I'll just. Actually, 1 second link I'll give you. One second. Okay, so I am adding in the chat. So you can just, it's a request to all. Please fill this feedback form. It will be very helpful for us. What kind of features you want actually in this tool? What more can be added into this? So everything like I have, like we are doing some survey also. So you can just fill this form. We already got many responses, but better if you can give more feedback. So this is the one thing, and another thing I want to tell. If you want to buy this tool also, it's not very costly, very cheap price. So you can use this link. So I have given both the things. So now, so that's it from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your enlightening presentation.
Yes, Amrish sir, you're audible. Yes. Yeah, I went like it was very fast because the max time was 5 o'clock. So that I wanted to cover. Like I skipped many slides also. Yes. Yeah, for each tool, actually I can give a demo. So I just told about the answer. This similarly research rabbit size, space, type of review paper, everything we can do. Yeah, Actually, now before answering these questions, I just want to tell. Right now, I am in Dayanand Sagar University, right, and they have a hospital that is CD Saimer. So yesterday, the day before yesterday, I met the director of that hospital. So I just he only told me, like, in India, what is happening actually. The data which we are getting, like suppose some hospital data, also blood report, also for everything before, actually it was going to UK or maybe to some other country. We were giving all the data. It was not actually we were using that data in India. So that is why using that data. So they are using those AI tools and they are generating report. They are presenting papers and all. Then what actually happened is then Modi ji actually took an initiative. They told we will not give any data. We will start here only. But now the problem is here is most of the hospitals, they are not actually giving the data to the researchers and all. There are many formalities, many things, because I am also like facing this issue because I am also guiding one student, PhD student. He's working on EEG data, but we are not getting permission from the government. Like he's doing from SMS Hospital, Jaipur. I was in Jaipur. So there are many like formalities. So that is why when we are not getting the data, how we will implement it. So whatever is available in Kaggle or some repositories, we are using it. That is I think that is the reason. Go to WHO. Go to WHO. Like official website. Official. There is a health website also for agriculture, for healthcare, or maybe WHO. So there you can go. You will get the data set. They will not actually give the whole data set for everything, but whatever the data is available, you can use that for your study. Especially for healthcare, it's very difficult. Like you can't rely on the repositories. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Before we begin the question and answer session, I would like to acknowledge that today's moderator is Professor Dr. Dhananjay Datta Sir, Dean of Research and Development Department from ICFAI University Tripura. We are honored to have him guide this interactive session. Participants are now encouraged to pose their questions.
Yeah, one more thing actually, I will do one thing. I will give you one WhatsApp link. So if you can just join that, because in that other participants also have joined. If any other webinar related to answer this or anything, you will get all the details. Even many things related to research also, we keep on actually posting it. I'll just share.
You please give in the chat box.
Yes.
And WhatsApp me also. So we'll distribute.
Already 108 members are there. So I will just copy that link. To join that link. Okay, it's there. I hope whatever tools I told you, you will use that. See, now doing research is very easy, but doing ethically is important.
Yes.
You have to totally rely on to this. Some work because if you are doing PhD, some work you have to do it. It's not everything you will get it. Like using that.
Yeah. From the participant, first, can you take some question if any question is there?
Yeah, I'm ready to answer. By that time, I'll just okay. I have just sent the link. You can just join that link in a WhatsApp group.
Yeah, all the participants can join that WhatsApp group.
Actually, in that group, our founder is also there, who has created this tool. So you can give your reviews, you can give your feedback, everything in that. And the link I have given, if you want to buy that license or something, you can use that referral code.
Now, see, as there is no question is coming, so just for the better clarification, I want to ask that how will artificial intelligence change the future of new generation of academicians?
Uh, I can say like it depends. Like of course, in education also we are using AI. In terms of pedagogy, in terms of your uh, like your teaching styles, everything we are like in everywhere we are using this AI, right from at home also to your class also. So but the same thing is important, like how you are using it, whether you are using it judicially or not. So but it should be like, now we have another AI, that is explainable AI. Have you heard about this explainable AI? Now every time, it's not only now AI, now explainable AI, now it's now this another AI is also coming, that adaptive AI. So like when you are using, you should know how to use it. It should not be like a black box. Like I am taking class for CSE students. When I ask, okay, which project you are doing, so they tell, okay ma'am, we are using machine learning. So I ask, okay, which data set? Kaggle data set. So they don't know, okay, which algorithm we are using. We are using machine learning, we are using naive Bayes and all, but they don't know why we are using this machine learning tool, why we are using this tool, why we are using this algorithm. They are just doing it, they are getting the result. So for that, that basic should be like, I showed you this Julius tool and this about this data analysis. But if you don't know, like what is the interpretation of that graph, what is the use of that graph, when I am like, if I'll give this prompt also to use naive Bayes algorithm, it will give you the result. Right? Then what is the use of that AI tool if you don't know why I'm using it? So don't use it as a black box. So that will be actually your future will be your explainable AI and adaptive AI.
Yeah. See, moreover, like from the participant expectation, you have covered all the areas.
Yes,
But
because I read all things,
yeah,
everything.
in the chat box there are a few questions. Like Mr. Shiv Shamrat Goswami have asked how to avoid ill-treated research paper, ill-irritated research papers. Is there any AI tool to differentiate a factual paper from a bogus article?
Ill-treated, I didn't understand that word. Like, means like what? Like fake papers, right?
Yeah, fake papers or...
That I told you, right? In Google Scholar, you can just see the Q1, Q2, Q3 and all. You don't have to go to NA papers. So I told you, right, how to pick the perfect journal for your research. That I already told.
Yeah. Then another, generic question, like, is there any limit to how much we can rely on AI? What are the limitations of AI in research?
Yeah, of course. Whatever, like AI, actually, they have created every tool for our, like, to save time, right? But it's not like you have to rely totally onto that thing. Okay, I told you, okay, before starting research, you have to read 50 articles. For reading 50 articles, I told you that this tool also, you will get the summary, you can ask questions from the this PDF and all, everything. But you should know what to ask, and it's not like directly copying from there. So you have to validate also, you have to read, like suppose your this AI is giving some results, you have to validate with that PDF, that particular paper. It's not directly copying from that tool. So and of course there is a thing like I told you in this tool, there is a naturalizer, your empathy and all is there. So you can use that also, because after using that also you have to read. It's not like just then copy and paste to your paper.
Yeah. See, in this regard, yeah, another generic question I want to ask, because already you have given the answer of that question. But if I ask you again, you will repeat the answer. So that will help so many participants. The question is basically why we do use artificial intelligence for doing research, irrespective of our disciplines. Because from the participant, there are from English, linguistic, then physical education, yoga. As AI is, touching every aspect of our life. So in this regard, like all disciplines, scholars, they should have the habits of doing research using AI tool. So in this regard, please highlight again that what is the why we should use AI in our research.
See, same thing. These tools and all actually, before we were using different like engine. That is why I told you, like, your present, your past, and everything future. So before we were using those all your search engines, your IEEE Explorer, Scopus, everything. But in this, using this AI tool, everything you can see all the databases in one platform. So it will save time. It will save resources, everything. That is why we are going into this AI. So for even for writing a paper also, we don't have to read full paper. We can just go through. We can just skim. So previously it was like the approach which I told you, like 3-pass approach, right? So in starting, but now we don't need that. Also, we'll just use the AI tool for that. So we'll ask questions from the chat using chat PDF. So directly we'll get the answer, because for every paper we know that we have to write the introduction, we have to write the methodology. So that is why I have given you what kind of question you should ask from the chat GPT. Sorry, from that particular tool.
AI tool.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Thank you. See, I will not take further question because we have some time limitation. So with this, I hand over to Boishali to go for proceed with the program further.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. To conclude this webinar, I request Mr. Ambarish Majumdar, Research Scholar of ICFAI University Tripura, to deliver the vote of thanks. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Boishali. A very good evening again to the respected dignitaries, esteemed speakers, faculty members, and dear participants. On behalf of the Research and Development Department, Scholars Club, ICFAI University Tripura, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who have joined us today for this enlightening webinar on artificial intelligence. And I am deeply thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Biplav Haldar, and Dr. A. Ranganath, Sir, Registrar, ICFAI University Tripura, for their gracious presence, support, and encouragement throughout this event. I also would like to express my sincere appreciation to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Princy Randhawa ma'am, for sharing her invaluable insights and expertise. Which actually it has significantly enriched our understanding of AI application. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay. So, last but not the least, a special note of heartfelt gratitude to Professor Dr. Dhananjay Datta sir, Dean of R&D Department, ICFAI University Tripura, for not only skillfully moderating the Q&A session, but also guiding the smooth conduct of the entire webinar. So thank you, sir, for this. Your support and presence have actually made this event a successful one. I also want to acknowledge the effort of the organizing committee, whose meticulous planning and coordination ensured the smooth execution of this webinar. Special mention to Boishali, who have executed the entire thing, Devarbita madam, Shaheb sir, and Priya madam, and others for helping me and Boishali to execute it smoothly. Their dedication has been instrumental in making this event a successful one. Finally, I extend my thanks to all the participants for their active involvement and engagement. Their enthusiasm and curiosity have made this knowledge sharing session truly meaningful. And with this, I conclude today's webinar, and I wish everyone continued success in their research and academic pursuit. Thank you. Thank you so much.
One more, Dhananjay sir, is it possible, like before leaving this, if we can have a group photo?
Yeah. That I was asking, Omresh.
Yes, sir.
Take some.
Okay, sir. I'll take a screenshot.
All the participants, please,
switch on your camera.
Switch on your camera, video. On your video. All the participants are requested to on your video. Omresh, you make your own.
Yes, sir, definitely. Once, sir, let me bring everyone in the same platform. I don't know how to do it. One second. One second.
If when one's ready, just let me know.
I guess I have to.
Even I don't know
One second. Actually, the picture comes at the
No, it's view. Go to view.
view. Okay.
Gallery view. Up top, the view gallery view. Then you can see. Yeah,
Okay,
I can see now. Everyone.
Okay, got it.
Gallery.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Say cheese, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sir, just send me pics also.
Yeah.
So I have sent my LinkedIn link also, so you can follow me there. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Certificate provided, please.